93.1 and AM 1600 wave, along with the Ripon channel, as we get sent for Ripon versus Kiel tonight. High school football, joined by head coach Mark Bradley. Coach, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
No problem along. Let's talk a little bit about first who you brought with you today.
Brought senior Caleb Hopp. He plays offense and defense for us, and even some special teams.
Awesome. Welcome, Caleb.
Hi, thank you.
Thanks for coming on in tonight. Let's talk a little bit about the game last week. Let's go back to that game against Watertown Luther Prep. Kind of your thoughts as you take away from that game.
We did some things that were good, and then we did some things that we need to keep working on and finish up. And, it's kind of our first time being in a game with our kind of new updated offense and defense. And so we're trying to get the bugs out. So like I said, we did some things that really did good, and then other things that we have to shore up and finish up as we move on through the season.
I think you were quoted in the paper saying you had 4 out of your 5 offensive linemen. That was their first game, right?
Yep.
So,
First game.
That nervous has got to be there, right? There's some of that in that.
Yep. And, and any time in a game, they're moving guys around on the different lines, and, we have to adjust for it. And, one guy or one missed player on defense can wreck the play. And so, we just have to make sure we're on the same page and communicating the whole time.
A new offensive scheme, new defensive scheme as well coming on in for that. So there's a lot of book time, I would think, that's been in here the last few weeks, just trying to get to learn those things.
Yeah, it's been a lot at practice. We've been repping and going through stuff, and then we look at our clock and it's like, holy cow, we're done already.
Right. Caleb, has it been overwhelming, or has it been somewhat tolerable?
It's been fun, and it's a progress.
I don't know if that's the answer. It's been fun, but it's been progress. But so far, kids are buying in, and it's it's been a weird year when it comes to high school football. Obviously, with the spring season and now this, and you're back at it again. Just kind of talk about that kind of feel and how the body's reacting to that too.
You need to adjust to it, but once you get used to it, it's good.
Okay. Your thoughts on last week's game? What do you think you need to take away from that?
We just need to continue to keep working hard, and eventually we'll get there and get the hang of it.
Awesome. Good to hear. Let's talk about a formidable opponent this week coming up with Kiel, a tough team as well that you're going to be facing. What are you looking for in the Raiders?
They're going to come out and be aggressive. They fire off the ball really well. They're physical. They're going to keep coming at us and keep putting pressure on us offensively and defensively. And we just have to make sure that we are same way with them and getting the punch first. And so then we can dictate how things go on our side.
You come off a tough game last week, Friday, in a warm environment. You've had practices all week that have been hot and humid. And now you come into a game tonight as well. That's going to be hot and humid. How's the conditioning for that go? How does practice look for you in those sense of things?
We try to get conditioning in at different times during the practice. It could be in a drill that we're doing where we're doing a pursuit drill where they're running. It could be repping plays, going fast and hustling in and out of the huddle. And just kind of anytime we can, 5 minutes here and there, doing a quick, all right, let's go sprints and stuff just to get them at different times and different stages and to try to build that endurance and conditioning up and keeping them safe in the heat.
Yeah, and Caleb, you can kind of address this as well too. But the athletes nowadays are well more conditioned. Obviously, spend a lot more time in the weight room working those kind of things. So you're adjusting to it.
Yeah, you just got to play through it and adjust to the temperature and keep going at it.
Yeah, and just talk about how fun it's been for you so far this season.
Been a blast, Senior year, you got to keep going.
Yeah, and you've been with the program a long time and worked through it. And coach has been in here now. Is this your third year?
Yep.
Coming into here. So just talk about the dynamic of how things have been the last couple of years.
It's been good. Yeah. Every year it gets better, and I've been looking forward to this year for a while.
What you looking forward to the most?
Everything.
That's great. The numbers that you have, you had a lot of guys playing both ways.
Mm-hmm.
How does that work with the kind of the heat and the temperatures? Are they dealing with it?
Yeah, they're doing a good job. We just have to keep, conditioning and keep working hard and then the backups have to be ready, so that then if we do need to give a breather to somebody because of, tired or the heat or whatever, that they're ready to go. And, the last couple of years we've had a bunch of injuries and we've had to have that next guy ready. And so they know that, no matter if you're second string or what, you got to be ready because we may need you at any point in the game. And, you have to be able to execute. So that's kind of what we've been telling the kids, and work through it.
Question for both of you. I'm curious your answers. Obviously, the game tonight against Kiel is of super importance, but the conference season kicks off next week, and your conference kickoff is against Berlin.
Mm-hmm.
How exciting is that?
That's exciting.
Caleb?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, talk about getting fired up right away.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
And in one of those situations that could be a real step towards the rest of the momentum of the season, right?
Yep.
Overall health of the team pretty good?
Yeah. We got through last week without any injuries, and so we're doing good.
Caleb, what's a goal for you this season?
I want to have a winning season, that's for sure.
Awesome. Good to hear that. Good to hear that. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming on in tonight. We certainly do appreciate that. We'll get you to the kickoff here, Ripon versus Kiel, coming up in just a little bit.
Thanks, Jason.
Thank you.